Have you ever said something in anger and immediately wished you could take it back? That split second of regret, that's two parts of your brain in conflict. The emotional brain, ancient, fast, reactive. The rational brain, modern, deliberate, slow. When a threat arrives, the emotional brain fires first, before your rational brain can even intervene. Understanding this architecture changes how you respond to everything. At Tatveda, we go deeper into human dynamics. You have been in this moment. An argument. A conversation that went sideways. You knew exactly what to say, the right thing, the calm thing. But something else came out. 3 seconds later, regret. This is not a character flaw. This is your amygdala firing before your prefrontal cortex can stop it. Daniel Goleman called it an emotional hijack. And once you understand the anatomy of what just happened, the hijack loses its power. This is human dynamics on Tatveda. Let us begin. Research consistently shows that your emotional quotient, your EQ, is a stronger predictor of relationship stability, job performance, and life satisfaction than raw intelligence. And the best part, every component of emotional intelligence is learnable. It is built on 4 specific skills. If you want to master these skills, subscribe to Tatveda right now. Every video on this channel is research-backed, designed purely to help you grow your intelligence, advance in your career, and live a more intentional life. Let us walk through each of those 4 skills and see exactly how they build on one another.
The foundation is self-awareness, the ability to notice what you are feeling as it is happening and put a precise name to it. Without this first step, everything else collapses. You cannot manage what you have not yet seen. Self-regulation is the ability to pause, to create a deliberate gap between what you feel and what you do next. This does not mean suppressing emotion. It means choosing your response rather than defaulting to your reaction. Social awareness means reading the emotional state of the people around you. Not just their words, but their tone, body language, and the energy in the room. This is what empathy looks like in action. And at the top, relationship management. Using the 3 skills below it to navigate conflict, build trust, and communicate in ways that bring out the best in people, rather than the worst.
Now let us look at what is actually happening inside your brain when an emotion fires, because the biology explains everything.
Your brain has 2 key players. The amygdala is your smoke detector, ancient, fast, and reactive. It fires in 1/10 of a second before you have even registered what happened. The prefrontal cortex is your investigator, thoughtful and rational. But it needs 2 to 5 seconds to come online. That gap between them is everything. That gap is what Daniel Goleman called the amygdala hijack. By the time your rational brain begins to respond, your body is already in fight-or-flight mode, heart rate up, vision narrowed, cortisol flooding in. The goal of emotional intelligence is not to stop the hijack. It is to shorten that gap. If this is changing how you understand your own reactions, please hit the like button. It helps this video reach people who genuinely need to hear this.
Here is one of the most powerful and evidence-backed techniques in all of emotional regulation. Neuroscientists call it affective labeling, and it works within seconds.
When you consciously label an emotion, even silently, activity in your amygdala measurably decreases. Saying the words, I feel embarrassed engages the prefrontal cortex, which acts as a direct brake on the emotional response. Language creates distance. Distance creates choice.
Beyond labeling, there are three broader techniques that consistently appear in the research as effective ways to turn down the volume on intense emotion.
The physiological reset. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale slowly for 6. The extended exhale directly stimulates your vagus nerve, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system, pulling your body out of fight or flight within about 90 seconds. Cognitive reappraisal means deliberately searching for a different interpretation of the situation. Not lying to yourself, but recognizing that the story your amygdala tells is rarely the only story available. Temporal distancing is a simple question with a powerful effect. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? That question pulls your mind into the future, and from that vantage point, the intensity of the present moment almost always shrinks.
Here is your practice for the week ahead. It is the smallest change with the largest downstream effect.
Every time you notice a mood shift, pause. And instead of reaching for a vague label, search for a precise one. Not, I feel bad. Try, I feel overlooked. Not, I am stressed. Try, I feel overwhelmed because I have too many commitments. The more specific the word, the stronger the signal to your cortex, and the faster the regulation kicks in.
Take that with you. You cannot regulate what you cannot name. And you cannot name what you haven't noticed. If you found value in this, subscribe to Tatveda. We promise you this, only research-backed content, only for your betterment. To grow your intelligence, to sharpen your awareness, to become the best version of yourself. Share this video with someone in your life who could use a little more calm, a little more awareness. And tap that like button, it genuinely helps us reach more people who need this. In the next episode, we explore the crucial difference between empathy and compassion. Until then, notice, name, self-awareness, self-regulation, social awareness, relationship management, 4 skills that build on each other. Amygdala fires first. Cortex takes 2 seconds longer. That gap is choice. Name what you feel. Your amygdala quiets. Name it, tame it.